Hey, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great Friday. Today's Friday. It's a nice day. A bit rainy in here, which is fine because I'm not planning to to leave my house. So yeah, that's amazing. Okay, great. So welcome to a new stream. This is stream number 37. Although on Twitch I'm not really numbering the streams, I'm doing that on YouTube. I'm setting that in the thumbnail and also in the title. But here on Twitch, since they are not getting saved, it's whatever. I think it only matters in YouTube where they do get saved forever. So I'm basically just numbering them there. Okay. So, okay. So let's see. So I was doing a couple fixes in the overlay. Okay. You can see already a couple things are changed. Okay, so the animations in the title panel, you can see the clouds and the smoke animation is a bit faster now, and also the stars that are there right next to the title also are animating a bit faster. Like, I thought that maybe it would look a bit better if I did it that way. So so yeah, well, I don't know if that's looks better. I think it's more noticeable. That's the idea, I think. So that's one thing. Another thing is that I also added stream elements to the bot list, so that now stream elements also has the color of the bots. Okay, because previously it was being like detected as a moderator because it has the moderator, like the mod privileges in the chat. So it was getting like another color, and that color was interfering with another color that's important. So I basically just changed a little bit the colors. So my color should be the same, but the follower color I changed a little bit. I changed the moderator color too, and I think that's it. And that's another update. Then another update, which is pretty cool, when I need to just set everything to full screen, like with no overlay. I have this scene. Let me show you really quick. I hope this works. Okay, so this is like the full screen scene I have, okay, where you can see like a bit more of the screen, and the screen is much bigger. There's no like there's no panels with the like latest follower and all that stuff. Also, let me check really quick the audio, because I was setting some stuff at the beginning because the microphone input driver was like reset or something. It's like reset or something. It's perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, so so as you can see here, this is my like full screen like scene. Okay, but this is not full screen. So then I made like a true full screen scene, which is this one. Okay. Then this is like, I have like my camera, it's like really small in a corner, and you can see my entire screen right now. So this is for like, I don't know if I'm going to be using this when I work on the game, but I figured that I was thinking that maybe at some point I will going to do some gaming. I would like to stream like playing games at some point. Like not for the main content of the stream, but for just to make it like maybe just once every like 2 weeks or something like that. I would like to play some games. and I would like to play like retro games too. I think retro games could be fine with this version, okay, because retro games like often the screen is really small and you don't need to be like scaling the screen so much. I think this version of the overall this scene is going to be totally fine, okay. So yeah. And yeah, for example, I am a big fan of the Shinobi games for the Sega, okay. I mean the old ones, the ones for like the Sega Genesis and all that. And there's a new Shinobi coming, okay, in August. And I'm really hyped because it looks amazing. And it's like 2D and it has the same style as, like, for example, Streets of Rage 4, which is a pretty new game. It was released a couple years ago already, but it's the newest one of the series after the Street of Rage 3, which came out in like the 90s for the Sega Genesis. Hey Lou, how you doing? Hey. So yeah, you can see there there's one issue. That's that issue in the chat. I don't know why it started happening. Yeah, I don't really know, but yeah, I will have to fix that. So yeah, I will see another time. But yeah, you can see there. Well, another change I did is that the chat messages now stay there forever, okay? So that's basically something that happens too. It's a shame that the first message like got really bugged, so I'm just going to, I don't know. I'm just going to say Discord. Okay, now Lou's message is way up in the chat. So yeah, I'll see if I can. Give me one moment. Yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah. Basically now the chat messages stay there forever, which is great. So yeah, because before they were like disappearing after a certain amount of time. I set that to 10 minutes for the past couple streams, but I think that it feels empty when when there's no messages below me in the chat. I feel like, I don't know, there's not much movement. I don't have like an active community that chats all the time. There's some people that shows up and chats here and there, but yeah, I don't have like a big community or like amount of viewers right now. So the chat is pretty quiet, and I feel like it's a bit better if the messages stay there, because it feels like it's not empty, or I don't know. So yeah. Okay, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about the new Shinobi game, which is coming in August. So basically I did that full screen overlay because I pre-ordered that game and I have like early access to the game like 3 days earlier than the normal release, and that's because I bought the special edition. Okay, so since I'm going to have like early access, I think I'm going to stream like playing the game, I think, because I really like the game, and I don't know, maybe that could be fun. Maybe. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the news I have. Okay. Okay. So Now, back to Voyager. Okay, so this week has been pretty good because I was able to stream Monday, then Wednesday, and now I'm streaming today, and I will stream tomorrow too. I'm like 90% sure I will stream tomorrow too. I'm not like I said, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to stream tomorrow, but that's the idea. I would like to stream at least, I don't know, maybe 2 hours. Okay, so I've been doing a couple things before I started the stream on the game. Hey Lou. Okay, basically, what was I going to say? Okay. So sorry about that. Now I'm here. So I also added a couple new songs to the playlist. So yeah, that's great. It's always good to have a lot of music to listen to. Okay, so also I should check if they are not getting bugged in the here, like in the panel where I show the current song. They shouldn't, because I made the system pretty smart, but yeah. Anyways, back to Voyager. Okay, back to Voyager. So this is our current task. Okay, we were doing this. We were basically we are basically working on prototyping the isometric navigation for the starship. Okay, and so that when we are in space in our starship, we can move freely and we can navigate and get to the planets we want, and that sort of thing. So now the other thing I was thinking is I'm getting distracted by some thoughts, whatever. So basically, what do we have done until now? We have the placeholders ship sprites. Okay, so this is, let me open a sprite. Okay, where's this? Okay, so this, this is basically, you can see, like, this is pretty much like a diamond, like a geometric shape that's rotating. Okay, but it's in isometric perspective, and the idea is that this is a placeholder for what will be the starship. Okay, this is like a base, and this is going to be useful because then, like, for many reasons. First of all, we don't have to draw like the final starship design and everything in pixel art before prototyping the actual mechanic in the game. So the idea is that we have something that's similar. It's like a geometric shape, a basic shape that represents what the ship would look like, the size and the rotation, the angles. Okay, and we're going to use that for prototyping the movement. Okay, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to start coding the movement and the controls so that you can start navigating, okay, in space. So that's the idea, basically. And that's one of the things. And the second thing, that's why this is useful, having this is useful, because if we validate this mechanic, okay, the isometric view, navigation, and that for the space scene, then we can use this as a base for then drawing the actual starships, okay, for the player starship and also for the enemy starships and all of the starships pretty much, okay? That's the idea. So we already have that, and we have been refactorizing the starship class, okay? So what we did is basically this. What we have here is the base class. Base class is called Starship System, which is the class that is going to handle which of these systems are active, okay? Because starships are, for now, the only like thing in the game that can be either in the isometric scene and also in the side view scene, okay? So the isometric scene is the space scene where you can navigate in space freely, okay? And then the side view, the side scrolling scene is the planet, where you play as the astronaut, where you can control the astronaut and run around and do the main thing in the game, okay? So this starship system is basically the script that handles like the actual like activating, switching between the systems, okay? The isometric and the side system. I have a class for both of those. I have like a starship class, which is the base class that contains the things that both systems are going to share. But then I have like a specific script for each one, for the side and for the isometric, because they are going to have like different logic and behaviors. Okay, and now the idea is, oh yeah, so the starship, for example, both are going to share the core state machine and also the sprite and some VFX. I have this, I don't know why, but I have that. Okay. So that's the idea basically. That's great. And right now we can basically start just creating the states for the starship. And I think that yeah, so I'm thinking about like so yeah, now I'm trying to think how I want to structure the states themselves, okay, for the starship. So I know there's like an idle, for example, idle states where you are not doing anything in the starship, you're like still. And then there's the moving state, okay? Or I should say, like, maybe, I don't know, the thrusting state, maybe. I don't know. Basically, yeah, I'm not going to think about the structure of the states for the starship right now, because what I want to do right now is just like create a script that I can code the logic for like making the starship move. Okay, that's what I want basically. So for that I can just go here, okay, and just under the state machine I can start creating states, okay? So I'm just going to yeah, I'm thinking about like I'm just going to to create one object, okay, and then I'm going to create, to call it, I don't know, how can it be called? So I'm just going to call it like idle, okay, and I'm going to create everything here because I don't know, I was also thinking about like restructuring the states for the astronaut too, because I have like a couple things that are not very well structured, but we're not going to worry about that yet. Like, we're going to worry about that when we get to the actual work on the astronaut and the planet and all of that, okay? So here I'm just going to say, let's go universe, entities, starship. Also, now I'm not like, I'm not considering a starship an entity, okay? So in reality, I should move this out of there because starship are not entities anymore, I think, and I am not sure yet if I want them to be entities or not. I was talking about that in the previous stream and I don't remember why I said that I didn't want it to be an entity, okay? I could just watch the previous stream and see why I didn't want to do that. Like, if I start thinking about it right now, I would come to the same conclusion, I think. But yeah, this is the problem about like having a main job, like full-time job. Now my head is like completely, I don't know. Like, it's not easy to work on this like this. Even though I'm like working on this game like 2 hours each stream, and I stream like 3 times a week average, so that's basically 6 hours a week. It's not nothing, but it's not a lot, and that way it's not very easy to remember everything. So yeah, it will be really different if I was working on this full time. I would like to get to that point at some point in the future, maybe, somehow, I don't know. But for now, this is what I have, and it's not easy, but yeah, so yeah, I was thinking about moving this outside of like entities, because they are not entities. I think I'm going to move them to the universe folder, and that's it. I think that's going to be fine. Also, planet is also a celestial object, so that should go inside there. So my folders are like not organized in the best way. Whatever, it's not a problem. So this, okay, I should be initializing this, that's correct. And yeah, that's fine. So now okay, so now I should be able to create a state for the starship. Now let me see how I organize the states, and yeah, astronaut states. Okay, so I can basically go into starship, and here I could create a folder called starship states, and then astronauts states, and then here, yeah, I have this. I don't know if that's the best way of organizing and structuring the states. It's not like a state tree. Yeah, tree. So grounded. Okay. 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 So yeah, this is the script basically, and I think maybe I could copy this. I could just copy this, and I could, for example, go here into starships and starship states, and just create a new script and say starship idle. Okay, so I'm going to change this in the future, I think, because I think this is what I think. What's that noise? Give me one moment. Okay, whatever. I'm going to eat something because I'm hungry. Okay, yeah, hungry. Okay. Okay. So, starship idle. Okay, so now I can just paste this, and this could be starship idle. And this is going to inherit just from state and not from entity state, okay? Because as you can see, like, and yeah, some stuff is making me think that I should treat the starships as entities. Right now I'm thinking that it could be good because maybe the thing that, for example, the thing I should do is maybe modularize this much more, because, for example, I tried doing that. So senses is something that's relevant to entities, okay? And senses could be this, for example, environment detection, ground detection, ledge detection, okay? And those are basically things that are for the entities. But you can see, for example, ground detection, there's no ground in space. So, and also why would or for example, where's the ledge detection? Well, this. So I have this class 2, like environment detection.ledge. So that's fine, but a starship doesn't care about ledges. There are no ledges in space, like, but maybe starships should have some kind of environment detection thing. I don't know, because maybe when you get near something, the starship can detect, for example, if it's an orbit of a planet, or maybe like some place that you can land, or maybe asteroids, or I don't know. So maybe I would need that kind of thing. So I would need to make the senses thing like a lot more modular. And for example, hurt is something for when entities get hit, and starship can also get hit. So chest position offset, that should be something that's only relevant for, like, I don't know, like character type entities, okay? So yeah, I think, and also those, like, is grounded, is ledge grabbed, so those things should be like in another class. And well, you get the idea. So that's why I didn't want to consider a starship an entity, because starships don't need those things. And that's why I'm trying to keep this really simple, okay? And yeah, so that's basically my whatever. So that's good. My kitty's right here in the couch. Okay, I want more, but there are no more. Okay. So what am I going to do now? So what I'm going to do is state fixed update. So I'm basically going to say astronaut run. Sorry. And oh, this is a new song. Yeah, it's showing up fine in the thing. Okay, in the overlay. It's perfect. So astronaut run. Okay, so this check for transition. Okay. 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 Input axis dot moving x. Okay. Okay, check movement inputs. Check movement inputs. Yeah, there's a lot of things here. Like this is from like state. Check inputs, check movement inputs, and check action inputs. I don't know why I separated those in two different methods. I don't know. It's a bit weird, but whatever. So I have basically state update, okay. Check for transition. Check inputs, Okay. State fixed update, state late update. Okay, so I think I'm using this just to do the transitions automatically. So check for transition. Is moving X. Well, what's this? Real duration. Animation duration finished. And yeah, transition to, yeah. So I think that's for climbed. Climbed, airborne, let's climb. I think that's what I'm trying to do. Enter if animation duration finished, transition to idle. Okay. Yeah, so that's why I'm using that. Anyways, I think I'm going to refactor a lot of this because it's not too clear, the system itself. So yeah, I want to do that. But basically, what I want to do is let's see. So what I want to do is just okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that I'm going to need the input. Okay. Oh yeah, that's why I oh man. So for example here, input, okay, this is here in entity state, okay, but like should this be oh man. I'm trying to think how to do this to like complex this point. 99 plus references. Wow, that's a lot, man. Okay, anyways, so animatosmic machine.animatosmic. This is dumb. I think it shouldn't be there because it doesn't make any sense. But what I also think should be like yeah, like I think maybe the core state machine should have some kind of input thing, because otherwise, like, how do you like make the, well, I don't know. Like there's this. So for example, the state machine, okay, has this is the core state machine, okay, and this has this this method, this function that basically is for making transitions, okay, between states, okay. And I'm thinking that maybe some things, like for example UI, okay, I made it this much more modular because I think I'm going to use the I think I'm going to use I think I'm going to use the core state machine for more things like UI and other things that don't necessarily are entities or characters and stuff like that. So I need to have like a state machine for general use, okay? That's one thing. And then like so that's basically done. Like I can use it like right now. That's amazing, okay. And yeah, so yeah, I'm basically using the state itself is much more like modular right now. So the state is pretty much like not attached to anything, okay, that's amazing. And the core state machine is also not attached to anything. But I'm thinking that like if I want to have access to the input controller, and the starship is not an entity, yeah, everything is telling me like, yeah, make the starship an entity, but I'm not going to do that right now because I before I refactor all of the state machine thing, I want to sit and just start like doing diagrams and stuff to understand how it should be structured. Okay, right now I just want to create a like an easy state for making the starship move. That's it. Okay, so how do I do that? I need the input, okay, for the starship. So in order to do that, I would basically need to do like for example here input, and I also have an Neptosmic, which is basically behavior.entity.animatosmic, okay, and like, yeah, why is this not complaining? Because it should complain, because like, oh well, huh, yeah, I know why. I think I know why this is not like working as expected, because I think like is this being used anywhere? Animatosmic, blah blah blah. Okay, but like I think there's like more places where the core one is being used more. This one, or maybe it isn't. Okay, it is. It seems like it's not. So now, okay, now input from the entity should come from the entity. Okay, so the entity has like an input, and that input could be input from the player or input from like a virtual brain. That's what I call the AI, for example. So I have a script that is like a brain, it's like an AI that can make decisions and send inputs to the state machine. Okay, so that's basically what I am trying to do. I think I'm in the right path, but I need to refine this much more. So yeah, but right now it's that's not what I want to do. So I'm just going to go here and say input controller, okay, and I'm not even that, I'm going to say input, okay, and then in here what yeah, that's basically it. So in the core state machine we have input, and we can have like input whatever or other things that are not entities. I don't know, I'm just going to make this way for now, and that's going to be it. I don't want to spend more time thinking about this. I just want to go here and be able to say, for example, if input machine.input, okay, because this is machine.input because it's from state. If I were in entity state, I could do this. Yeah, that's what's a bit like, I don't know, it's not great, but I'm going to refactorize all of that. So yeah, it's not a big deal for now. Okay, so this transitions to run, okay, and then run is this. Now, and not this, is this, run. So now, if this is moving, okay, entity.face direction, blah blah blah. This is for the update, okay? And then for the fixed update, we are basically just setting the velocity. So yeah, I think I can just go here, grab this. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing. I need to also have a reference to the rigid body. Oh my god. Oh man, it's hard, man. yeah, I think I will need to, I think I need to just make the starship an entity. That's it. I think I can't escape that. Otherwise, I would have to keep modifying everything until I get the oh man, entity state. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Okay, let's do this then. Well, we will remove that. Then I'm going to go to the prefab. Okay, and I'm going to go to this is a bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because I could have, I don't know. Okay, it's not a big deal. Now I can go here. Okay, so yeah. I think I'm going to have to do this. Sprite and Neptosmic behavior, and then I have colliders. It's freaking perfect. Also, like, that's how it should be. And you know what? I also think that yeah, the astronaut prefab should be a variant of the entity prefab. And it's a shame that it's not a variant. That's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. So, well, I will have to modify that. So let me go here and let me just add another task. I will have to say yep, I will have to do that. There's no escape. So yeah, I will have to refactorize stuff still. So yeah, it is what it is. Now entity. Why didn't I like add like, for example, astronaut, colliders, so physics, ledge, hurt box, and hitbox. So I think, let me think, I don't know if every entity should have like a hurt box. I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm going to leave this like that. In any case, I can just add everything I need. And let's see if I need like other things. Yeah, I should change also the structure and say here I can just create a new object called systems. Okay. And here I can set the behavior. Okay, that's perfect. Now, I think Neptosmic should go up there. Okay. And I also think that entity senses. Okay, senses should be its own thing too. So let me just go here and create senses. Okay, paste component as new, and I can just remove this. Okay, and then stats should also be its own thing. Okay, and I can just paste this here, and that's perfect. And now I can go here and remove this. So the entity is going to have a rigid body, and that's it. Okay, that's great. And here I can say state machine. Okay, and now every entity should have this skeleton. Okay. And if I change anything, then I should change the thing in entity. And like starships will also have this, because the starship is going to have a state machine. The starship is also going to have senses in some like way. So yeah, I think I should disable this and disable this and disable. Well, that's fine. Now enemy site. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to refactor a lot of things there. Here, for example, that shouldn't be like a thing that's managed by senses, I think. But yeah. Yeah. So yes, I'm going to to just leave this like this, and now collider event, and now where I think I should have like somewhere where did I define this? Select physics system. Okay. Physics system. I think this shouldn't be called physics. I think this should be called interaction system. Interactions system. I think that's a much better name. And yeah. Yeah, definitely. I already have the hitbox and hurtbox. Okay, that's perfect. Now I can just go back to the starship, astronaut starship, okay, and then I can just copy the starship. Starship is going to be an entity now. Okay. So what does an entity have? It has a machine, it has a preset ID, it has this thing which shouldn't be here, but whatever. Okay. It also has the senses, stats, animatosmic, input, sprite. Also, I think sprite is not needed anymore because it's animatosmic already contains the sprite. Okay, so I can just say animatosmic.rend, and that's it. Okay, that's perfect. Now, machine in Starship. Yeah, I'm not going to be needing any of this. Okay. And I can also, when I init, yeah, I don't need this because it's already there. Create ID, spawn, teleport to position, set color, face direction. This shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be something relevant to the entity because entities now can be whatever. I mean, I can leave this here for now, it's fine. On animatosmic event, I'm going to refactor that too. Then I have the ID. That's perfect. Now, can I do something like this? Let me see something. Here, for example, if I do something like entity dot, yeah, I can't. So yeah, perfect. So that's great. Now Starship is an entity. Yeah, and now Starship system. Okay, this should be Starship system. Yeah, Starship system. I think that's fine that it has the owner. I will see if that's better there or anywhere else. Now, okay. Okay. So now that I have that, I can basically just grab the entity prefab and put it there in the thing. Okay. So I can use it the way it is even. I don't need to do anything else. I just need to add the script and add the things I need. That's it. So I can just go into universe. Where is universe? Here, entity. Okay. Now, what's this? Entity behavior, senses, entity, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Whatever. So now I'm going to move this here. Okay. And I can rename this to isometric entity. Okay. And now I can basically just copy this. Okay. Copy component and paste component values. Amazing. Now I can copy also the sprite renderer and paste the values here. Okay, that's amazing. Now under systems, I can just go and grab this and set it there. That's it. I can close this so I don't get distracted. Sprite, okay. And I think that's pretty much, oh yeah, I need to copy this and paste it here. Okay, paste component as new, and that's it. That's it. I can just go here and remove this. Okay. And now I can go here and ID, well, it doesn't have an ID, preset ID, whatever. Machine. Now I can grab this and paste it, set it there. I can grab this, set it there, set this there, grab this, set it there. And now I think, now this is the thing. Like, I'm thinking that I don't know if I need the astronaut in the scene, but maybe with the stuff disabled. Okay. With the logic and all of the things, but only like having the input and some stuff there. I don't know, but for now I'm just going to do something. I'm just going to set it here. Okay, astronaut input. And yeah, I think I'm going to need it there. Okay, I'm going to set it there, and yeah, I think that's basically going to be it. Now I have to do the same thing and set it to side. Okay, and this should have like a different thing. Okay, so now, well, this has the same, like its own references. Okay, and now like I have to copy this. Okay, copy component. I have to remove this, and I have to paste component as new, and I have to start like dragging things where I need them. Okay, so behavior is there, stats, senses, now stats, astronaut input, and that's it. So sprite, I should copy this. Also, I should move this there. Okay, and activate it. And I should also go here and copy this. Okay, and paste it here. Paste values. Then I should copy the sprite renderer, and I should paste the values here too. Okay. And what else do I need? I don't think I need anything else, so I can just remove this, and now I can go again and just put that there. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So behavior. So now here I would have Starship idle. Okay. And I can grab this and set it there, default state. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it. So now, how does entity know? Entity behavior, entity, set entity. Okay, I have to set the entity. Where am I doing this? In entity there. Okay, that's perfect. That's all I need. Okay. Amazing, amazing. Okay. So after all that, I am going to basically I'm going to just go here and just check everything, and for example I'm going to do this, and now we have that. Okay, astronaut input, amazing. And now I should be able to just go here and say whatever. So I'm going to copy this code, and the good thing is that I can just go here. Okay, I can go here, and now I can do this, and it's going to work. Okay. So yeah, that's it. So now, how do I want the starship to behave? I basically want to have like one accelerator button, like a thruster button. Okay, so thrust is going to be like so yeah, I think, yeah, so let's think about this. For the ship to start moving, I need to basically, there's two things. One of them is I want to be able to turn the starship when you are accelerating. Okay, so when you have some kind of movement, when the starship has some kind of movement, then it will be able to start like turning. Okay, that's one thing. And the other thing is that we will have one button that's for basically thrusting the starship. So I think that I should set velocity. Now, this shouldn't be here too. They shouldn't be in senses because that's not correct, but I'm just going to whatever. So now the thing is, do I want do I want to be setting the movement of the starship like manually, like creating, like setting the acceleration and everything, or do I want to use actual Unity physics to do like the acceleration logic and that stuff? So I think I'm going to start like set velocity, stop velocity. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Set force. Okay, and yeah, I think I'm just going to use Unity's thing, and I'm going to also say set impulse. Okay, now here I can just say rb dot force, add force, and I'm going to add force. Okay, that's it. That's basically it. So let me see the overrides. What else is there? Force mode. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So I'm just going to say add force, and then here I'm going to say rb dot add force, and this is going to be impulse, and this is going to be impulse. That's it. Okay, So that's great. So now I can just go here, okay, and instead of saying set velocity, I will say set force, okay. And instead of doing that, I'm just going to just, okay, so yeah, I need to do a couple things. I need to know where the starship is facing, okay, that's one thing. So yeah, like what's the actual rotation? So yeah, I'm going to use an angle for that. Okay. Okay. And then okay. So current angle. So how can I use the current angle to do the force? So I think I'm going to start like doing some debugs and stuff. I'm going to try a couple things. Okay, so I'm going to say public load current angle, and now I'm going to debug some stuff. Okay, so vector to angle from to the vector from which the angular difference is measured. Gets the unsigned angle in degrees between from and to. So this is going to return a float. Okay. So okay. Direction is going to be also this should go from 0 to 360, and I'm going to use I'm going to use integer, and now I'm going to say like 0 should be 90, okay, or maybe 0 could be like that. Okay, so let's say put sine of the angle, current angle. So let's see how this is, what this is doing, because I never used like actual angles like this. So I'm just going to see what happens. Okay. And this should be vector 2.1. Okay, let's see what yeah, and I also think I should be using sine for the x-axis and the y-axis, and cosine for the, yeah, I think that's what I should do. So direction.x equals this, and the y is, no, this is cosine. Let's see what this does, because maybe I'm just so dumb that I don't know how to use those things, but we'll see. Okay, and yeah, here I would do this. Okay, why didn't it save it? Do I have overrides here? I'm going to revert all. And I'm going to go to the prefab and I'm going to set this. Okay, and go. What? Overrides. Why isn't it working? Like that? Okay. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit play and I want to see what happens. First of all. So is it going to work? Nope. It didn't work. So what's the issue here? So real duration, blah, blah, blah. Use animation sheet duration. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. So here I should not set that, okay? Custom duration, I don't know, it doesn't matter because I'm not using it, so whatever. Play. Now it should work. Perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot that those should not use gravity. Gravity scale should be 0. Okay. Okay. In rotation, yeah, it should be froze too. So yeah. Gravity scale to 0, that's perfect. Now I can hit play. It's not going to fall down again, I think. Okay, so 0 is that, okay? I think I did it right. Did I do that right? Where is the current angle? Okay, so... Oh my god. So if I set 90 here... Oh no, that's not working. Oh, my eye is blinking, not blinking, but like... 45 and 89. It's really weird. So where is it like perfect 180? Yeah, that's not correct. 360, what is it? I don't know if I'm using it correctly, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? I should do something. I should do something like this. So I'm just going to say on draw gizmos, and I'm going to do, instead of doing this here, I'm just going to create, that's the direction. I'm going to say gizmo.draw line. I'm going to set it from transfer.position to direction. And yeah, white is fine. Or maybe set it to yellow, and let's see what the hell this is doing, because I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. Let's see. Play. Current angle. So, oh yeah, this is not correct at all. Oh my god. Okay, so how can I use that? Float. Yeah, I don't really know trigonometry enough, so I think I'm going to maybe I need to multiply this. Maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure that's going to be the. Yeah. I don't think this is going to work, but I will see. Okay. So that's correct. Oh, it worked! Oh my god! Oh my god, that worked! Oh, I'm so happy. That's so cool. So cool. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. So now I can basically grab this. I can just I should do this. Okay, so that's direction. So yeah. So this is going to be direction, and direction should be like, okay, I'm going to do this, and okay, perfect. And now, yeah, so the gizmo is going to show us basically which direction we're going to. Okay, so that's amazing. That's amazing. And now, yeah, direction should change. Direction. Okay, so thrust. I'm going to set it there, and now I'm just going to say current angle is always going to be to start like at like 45. I think 45, yeah, because I think that's the angle I'm using. Or is it like, oh, I don't think I'm using 45, to be honest. I think I'm using like another angle. Which angle is what angle am I using? So this, I think here I can measure the angle. Yeah, it's not 45, it's 40. Yeah, the angle is 40. Okay, so yeah, it's 40, 41 maybe. So yeah, I think I should save that somewhere. So I'm going to save it here in the table, in the universe table. Okay, so I'm just going to say public const int is 40. We're going to set it to 41 maybe. So that's the angle we are using, and I'm going to set it. Okay, tables.universe.isometric angle. Perfect. So now I would basically say, I'm going to say serialized field, float velocity or speed, and I'm going to say speed multiplied by direction. Okay, that's going to be the thrust. Okay, perfect, perfect. So, amazing, amazing. So now we have set force, which, yeah, if you're not pressing anything, it's going to be 0. But like, I'm going to say speed equals 0. Okay. And yeah, that shouldn't be. Yeah, I think that should be like current speed. And yeah, I should do something like and now I would say if input dot action dot jumping current speed equals max thrust. That's it. I think that's it. Okay. And now I would say that direction, not direction, current angle, I will like, oh yeah, I should also, I would call this like okay, that's better. And now float, I should have some kind of like rate of turning, so I could call it like, well, it shouldn't be torque, so yeah, I don't know, I'm going to call it turning rate. So I'm just going to say turning rate. So this is going to be input dot axis dot x or axis dot x multiplied by turning rate multiplied by time dot fixed delta time, and that doesn't work. Why is float to int? Okay, so I should, oh yeah, current angle should be a float. Okay, perfect. So yeah. Anyways, okay, yeah, that should pretty much work, I think. Now I have to set some values for the thrust, max thrust, and to the turning rate. I'm going to set 1 and 1 for both, and we're going to see we can change the values whenever we want. So yeah, that's the angle, and I don't think that's correct. Yeah, I don't think that's correct. Oh yeah, because yeah, I'm so dumb. I should be measuring from the center. We should be the same. Honestly, should be the same, but let's say this is the center. Let's see 33.7. So that's yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's do it like manually. So let's set it to public, and let's not do this, and let's try to see which angle we are currently using, because it's not 41. I think maybe it's 33 or 34. So we're going to see that. Here I can just change the current angle, and it should be, let's see, 33. Yeah, I think that's pretty much correct. But maybe 34. Yeah, there's not much of a difference. But what about 40? Because like maybe 40 is, I don't know, man. 34 is pretty much the correct thing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's set it to 34. 33 is maybe 33 is like even better. But let's set it to 34. No, it's 33. 33. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to do that, and I'm also going to do that, and whatever. I'm going to go here and set it to 33. Okay, that's the angle. It should also be a float. Okay, and yeah. That's correct. Okay. So that's perfect. That's pretty much perfect. Now, I should be able to just play and see how it moves, how it start moving. Now, there's one thing, one important thing, and that is that the camera is not going to follow it, which is pretty much not good. But like, let's see how it looks. Okay. It doesn't have any drag at all, which is not great. But angular damping, I think I should set it to something like 5 maybe. And yeah. Now it's not working. Okay, now it's working. Okay, so why is... Okay, let's move this. Oh, and it's also only moving this, which is not great. Whatever. The turning thing is working, but it's so slow. So maybe it should be something like 10. It's also too slow, so 50, what's 50? It's also too slow, 100. I think that's also too slow, maybe like 300? Yeah, maybe that's better. So now I should be able to just move and like turn like that. Yeah. But the thing is, yeah, that's pretty much good. Now the max thrust should be something like 50, maybe it's, yeah, maybe 20. Okay, so the gizmo is not helping here. Because like the gizmo should be like transform position plus direction. It doesn't work. Oh yeah. Yeah, now it will work. So now we should be able to see this, how it works. Okay. Now, yeah, one thing that's not great is that the starship is not moving. So this is the thing that's moving. So that's not great, I think. So yeah, I think that I think I'm going to just like separate this and just, I don't know, I will just, I can, yeah, I think I will just remove this script at all entirely because it's not helping. So yeah, let's see now. Can I just focus like this in the scene? Can I do something like focus, align view to selected toggle, active state, clear parent, game object, align views, move to view. Isn't it something like Control F? Nope. Because F is for focus, Shift F. Yeah, it's Shift F. Okay, so can I do this and maybe when I start moving it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I should. Also, this should be like, let me do a couple of things first. Idle, this should go, I think I set it to 20 and this to 300. And also, this is in reverse, so this should be that. Like, it could be that, or maybe I could just say minus, because it goes like left is there. Okay, so yeah. Okay, now I can do that. And I should be able to go here and just do Shift F and go back there and now like start moving. Okay, that's a lot. Oh, I forgot to set the linear damping, with which I think I set it to 5. Yeah, it was 5. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I think I'm pretty far away. Okay. That's so cool, man. Okay, we have something. Okay. This is great. This is great. So, that's amazing. Pretty much amazing. So, I think if I do this, it should work, I think. So yeah, let's go here and set this to, oh yeah, it should be only on this one because I don't know, whatever. And there's a couple things I should change, so I'm just going to set it there. And for the idle thing, yeah, I'm going to set it to that and to that. That's pretty much good. So I think the camera now should follow this. I think. Yeah, it's not following. Camera pack. Where's the influence thing? Okay, fix later. Where's the current influence? Isometric. Okay, so now why is it not doing the thing? Yeah, I don't think it's working, so I will just revert this and go to the camera system, and now follow object. Okay, So if center camera object, focus, position, blah blah blah, center on player, follow player, toggle follow player. So I think here, so where is it getting the, oh yeah, okay, astronaut. I think this should be entity, and like here, well, that's yeah, I think it should be set here, toggle follow player, and this should be like follow entity, and this should also be follow entity, and entity should be like, and this should also be entity. I don't know, this is something that I also will be refactoring. Okay, the camera system has to be refactored, so yeah. Center on player, blah blah blah. Okay, whatever. So look ahead, yeah, whatever. So now here, yeah, here, perfect. So toggle follow player, init planet. What? Oh yeah, this should be toggle follow entity. And then what else is setting this here? Okay, toggle follow entity true, and this is going to be astronaut. Okay, that should be fine. I can close this and I can go here and I can set the camera true and astronaut starship dot active system. What's the I'm going to set it manually. Isometric ship, that's going to be it. So this should work. Now it should work. Okay, I think, I hope, because it's getting the position and blah blah blah, so yeah, it should work. Let's see, maybe it doesn't. Okay, that's great. Now it's set like that weird, yeah. Okay, so so yeah, you're not like seeing anything right now. Okay, so but like, yeah, the camera is following. Okay, and I think I should do something here so we're able to see. So space vacuum should not be in 7 because 7 is like the static thing. It should be here, and I think it should only have the like at least those 2 layers of stars. Okay, and it should be the sprite should be tiled, and I should basically like, I don't know, I should go crazy with this to like, I don't know, 100 and 100. Okay, so yeah, that looks creepy. I'm going to dim it down a little bit, not that. Why is that color? Oh yeah, I'm going to set it like to a, I don't know, whatever color. Okay, going to set it to that color or that one. That's fine. Okay, well, maybe I will use this, which is kind of a black color. That's going to be fine. Then for this, the stars, yeah, those should also be tiled. To set 100 and 100 for those two. So yeah, it should go there. Okay. And now I can also say, I can copy this, okay, and set it to maybe those two, because this is that and this is that. So maybe that could be like another layer that's here, for example. Okay, so I can just also grab those ones and say tiled and say 100 and set them to -50, is it? I think that's fine, yeah. So that's correct. Okay, it's great. And what else? So the planet is there. And yeah, I think I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to let's see how it looks. I'm going to move it here. Okay, the planet, I'm going to move it there, and I'm going to set it to 4, let's say, for now. And that's going to give us like scrolling background, so we should be able to see like here the lower third offset is not going to be here. Okay, player offset, blah blah blah, yeah. And the smoothing is going to be 0.1. I don't want it to be too smooth, so I would even say it shouldn't be smooth at all. Like it should be zero smooth, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. So now if I start moving, yeah, it should be like 0 smooth, because it, yeah. So let's go here and set the smoothing to 0. Okay. Okay, now I can move. Okay. And you can see now how it looks. How the background looks in like the different layers. So am I going towards the planet, or did I totally miss it? Or like, yeah, I'm getting there. Oh yeah, I think it's totally cool there. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's so cool. Okay. So now, one last thing I want to do is basically grab the let's go into the prefab, and now the idle should have the Starship prototype thing. Okay, and I'm basically going to to make it so the Starship rotates according to where it's like facing and all that stuff. Okay, so now Now the question is, how do we do this? So I'm basically thinking that there should be some kind of range of angles, okay? So yeah, but I'm thinking that maybe I should do that in the next stream. Okay. Yeah. I think we're going to do that in the next stream, because I remember that I have to do some stuff. So, but now we have this. I think we should be able to see gizmos in the thing. So I think it's getting there. We're getting there, which is pretty cool. I think also, you know what? I think I should have like the. Let's try something. Let me just. I can do it in play mode too, so I don't need to stop it. So let's go here and go to background planes, okay? And let me just grab, for example, I'm going to grab this. First of all, I'm going to move this one here, and I'm going to move then this one there. So now we should have like different layers, and let's turn on gizmo so we can see like the direction. Okay, and now, oh yeah, man, that looks much better. That's pretty cool. So cool, man. That's amazing. So yeah, we got into the planet's orbit here. That's so cool. So cool. So yeah. This is so cool, man. I think this is looking pretty cool. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe I would like to put the planet in like another plane, because it feels like the planet it's pretty small, and it's like yeah. I think I should like add other things in the same plane as the starship, so it looks like there's another plane which is moving much faster. In fact, I can do that right now. So let me copy this, for example, and I can copy and I can set this here, for example, and I'm going to change the color to red. So now you should be able to see, yeah, you can see that like there's another plane. Well, let me just set it to mid-ground, and you can see now like those stars, like it's not going to be stars. I maybe will going to add like for example rocks or like particles, stuff that's in the way, like in the same plane as the starship, okay? And I will also, so let's see, for example, what happens if I move it to there, okay? They should move even faster. Yeah, you can see like there you can like see that the ship is moving really fast and that the planet is in a really far plane behind, okay? So that's my idea basically. And yeah, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it like in different places here and there, so we have like different planes to see like how it looks. Yeah, I think that's much better. So if we have this, imagine if those were not stars, for example, but if they were like, I don't know, asteroids or like rocks or anything, it could be anything. I think that's going to make it feel like you're traveling really fast through space. So that's the idea. I think that's pretty much the idea. And also, you know, that I would like to also move these there, because I think maybe it's going to feel a bit better if this is there. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like you're moving much faster there. I think that's already feeling better. I think. I don't know. Maybe we can move this into that layer and then disable this, like copy it and put it here, for example, and then move this one here and then move this one here. So we can have like multiple layers. Yeah, maybe that feels much better. It's so cool, man. Oh, that's so cool. I really like it. I really like it. So yeah. I think we're going to do that. So it's going to feel much better. I'm going to copy this, paste it here, set it like that, and then copy this one, set it there, activate it, and set it to tile 100. I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to end the stream. Okay? So yeah, this is going to be really fun. This is really cool, man. Yeah. So how did I do that? I think I set planet in this layer, but I think I should maybe set those two in the same layer and maybe this one in another layer. So let me just first see what this layer is. Okay. So yeah, maybe I should move this one there, and this is that, and this is that. Okay. So, and this one is, yeah, that. Okay, so this should move at that rate. That should move at another rate. This is going to move at the same rate. Yeah, I think what I did was this. Yeah, so I can move this there, and I think that's going to do it, honestly. So we now have the background planes set correctly, and yeah, I should also, well, whatever. I'm not going to bother with this right now, but I think we made quite a bit of progress. We refactored like a lot of things, and we pretty much started like making like coding the prototyping the mechanic for navigating through space with your starship. So there's a couple things we should do, which is you should only be able to turn while you're thrusting only. Okay, so that's going to be the next thing. Okay, for the task. Okay, this is pretty much the same task. We are already like doing that, and we also should set the ship rotation based on the current angle. Okay. Based on the current angle, yeah, that's it. I think that's it. So I think we're pretty much done for today. So this is going to be the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't know. It's pretty likely that I will stream tomorrow, unless I need to do something else or whatever. But I'm pretty happy with this week because I was able to work on Monday, Wednesday, and today, which is fine. So tomorrow will be like an extra day of work, which of course always is always welcome. But yeah, I will see. So don't forget to join the Discord. You can get notifications there for when I go live. And also you can share your stuff there. You can share art, you can share games, music, anything you like. And that's pretty cool, right? So we are pretty much done. So not welcome, but thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel. And that's really much it. So thank you very much, and I will see you in the next stream.